on them. I think that's a really good cage to allow the Blizzard to come through.
Hello. Hi, everybody. It's playoffs week. We're here to cast blue for playoffs.
Yes, Overwatch.
I didn't know that we could come back to this point where we could be at playoffs and be a strong contender again. Because last time was when you were playing.
Yep.
So,
I don't even think we got to playoffs last one I played, unless we just got out first round. I think that was what it was.
I'm thinking of the when both you and Blue came back and brought trophies back for our
Okay,
program.
yeah. So white and blue. See, I was on blue last semester. So
Oh, that's right, and y'all were terrible.
Hey, all right.
My bad.
He ain't lying. But yeah, I think we have a decent shot this time of taking it. Like, we got all players back on their main roles. We got confidence at an all-time high, I think, after winning the match and then DNFing or having DNFs in both the other last two, I think.
It was like 2 easy forfeit wins.
Yeah.
And then we got back and we were like, wait, we have Worm back. We can win.
Yeah, we got solid players all around this week, and I think we're going to see action from both Shrub and MS Dime, depending on maps tonight as well.
Yeah, we're going to see the whole support rotation in some form. From what I was told was MS Dime is going to be coming in to play support for some kind of more pokier style maps, but other than that, we're going to be keeping the main roster for the first time since the opening tournament. So, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, once again, this is the first time since the opening tournament that we're going to see the roster, like the actual roster, no subs, in action.
You know what I'm more excited for, though? The sponsor of today's stream. Mechanical Keyboards.
MechanicalKeyboards.com.
Right there.
I didn't go grab a keyboard to show, but even still, 50% discount for all dues-paying players on the on the .65 keyboard kit. Once again, no switches or keycaps, but you can still get those from MechanicalKeyboards.com. And for us at UAH, you could even make the trip up to their retail location in Tennessee and pick up one for yourself. Let's see, does this have?
It's a good sounding one right there. I don't know if it picks up well, but
Well, they're not. It's not picking up, but it's not the clicky ones. These are the linears in this one.
But they all feel really nice, and they're really good for the price.
Yes, I mean, I just built a nice little budget keyboard for the office. That is the same brand as this one, from things that were picked up by our wonderful director Ethan at MechanicalKeyboards.com's retail location. So go give them some support. We're very thankful for them. So we are going to go do our scouting report, and we will come back to you with maps and bands and getting in to round 1.
See you in a moment.
So the preliminary scouting report yielded nothing so far. We've still got scouts out there gleaning information for us. But, I mean, last week with White, it was a little unpredictable for us to know what was going to happen. But, you know, with us being back casting Blue, we kind of know what to expect somewhat. We're going to be seeing Vespid on some rotation of Maga, maybe some Ram, maybe some Zarya.
The works, yeah.
The works. I would love to see a little Vespid Winston every now and then, but the meta may not demand it for competitive structured play. Worm is going to be our wonderful hit scan player, and I'm sure we're going to see some Sombra come out. We saw that last time we watched Worm play. He pulled out the Sombra, kind of popped off.
It was against the ball, though. I'd say against those comps where Sombra's utilized, you know, that's probably where we'll see it. But if there's not anyone that can really be punished, it probably won't make a show today.
Yeah, and, you know, Opal Bison, we're going to be seeing a lot of Vendetta. We're going to be seeing a lot of Reaper and probably a lot of Genji if the comp permits and Vendetta is banned. But other than that, I believe it's going to be Vendetta Jail for the most part.
Yeah.
Smoes and Shrub, going to be some combination of Mizuki, Kiri, Lucio, Juno. We've seen it time and time again. That's what we're looking at for them.
It's just kind of the meta right now. Hard meta with more mobile supports. It's less risk of just dying.
Yeah,
it's
right.
good.
Right.
I will say Blue's been streaming a lot. And there's a character for him. Blue's been scrimming a lot. So we might see different heroes, different comps come out that they may have practiced for, you know, this more serious match with higher stakes.
Right. Especially with it being playoffs, you got to shake it up at some point.
Yeah.
That was one of the big things. Like, when I was on the Siege team, right, we would stream our... sorry, I know that's like back in ancient times compared to you. We would see... we literally went to the playoffs, and the first team that we went against in playoff round 1 had been VOD reviewing us, like, going back multiple weeks, like, VOD reviewing us. And they stomped us. They kicked our ass, okay? So it's like, any serious team going to the playoffs is going to be doing some kind of VOD review. I mean, like, it sounds weird when you say VOD review for esports, but it's nothing different from watching film.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think
sports.
I've heard a couple of the players actually talk about, you know, some of the players on the enemy team. I think if the tracker is you know, any accuracy, they do have a champion 4 tank, but with the rest of the team being low masters.
And surely that champion 4 is fraudulent because I'm biased, right?
Yeah,
I'm biased.
Better
so
than my goat, Andrew Vespid.
I mean, they have a champ 4, we have a Vespid.
That's basically Omega Champ 7 or something. I don't know.
That's top -1.
That's
top 50 is what I'm hearing. I mean,
well, you know, they changed the top 500 a bit.
Yeah, I still don't know what's
point
going on with
scoring.
that, and I never will.
It's not the same that it was. It's kind of like who can play the most a little bit.
But that's how it always was.
Well, yes, but it was based off your rank, and now it's like if you get competitive points, you can lose a couple games and then still be like positive and competitive points, right?
Right.
And just keep on incrementing at a 50-50 win rate.
Yeah.
And then take like top 1 if you theoretically play. But yeah, I mean, I'm not worried. I think Overwatch Blue's got it.
I think that now that we're back with the core full team, it's going to be so much better because they have the chemistry. They have the playtime. I mean, this group of 5 has played together consistently for a while. Now, granted, in my mind, I say group of 5, and I mainly mean Smoes, Shrub, Vespid, Worm. But with things shifting around,
guy, yeah.
I mean, like, well, you know, I mean,
Opal Bison. You know?
Opal Bison, you know, comes in because Shrub decides he can't take the heat in DPS
role.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't do it. He swaps to support. But callback, Prenovost was the 5th in that lineup of 4. But you know, those 4 have played together for so long. They've got good chemistry and they've got good like muscle memory.
Yeah, they kind of know how they're going to be playing around each other.
Yeah.
And I mean, Opal Bison Ari, he plays this game like religiously, and he usually plays with them when he does. So I think that it's been a good time adapting into that composition as a team, and I think that we're going to see highlights of that tonight. Hopefully.
And I hope so. And I hope that we can get some kind of highlights going again. We have been slacking a little bit. We haven't been asking Jarvis to clip as many things as we probably could have or should have. But hopefully we will still get some replay-worthy highlights.
Yeah.
Going to maps, we are going to be playing Lijiang Tower first. No surprise there. The most popular control map
for sure
by far.
I mean, yeah, that's Overwatch 1 territory.
Yeah.
I think we have a Juno ban from William and Mary as well.
Yes, Juno ban from William and Mary. They've been doing some scouting, apparently. They said, hey, that Smoes guy, not allowed to play Juno.
But look, on Lijiang, he's going to be playing Lucio.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be running a really mobile comp, most likely, with Opal Bison on Vendetta, if we can see it. Maybe a Zarya as well, just to complement it.
And, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Blue maybe tries to take out that opportunity of the Zarya Vendetta with it still being as strong as it is, despite the balance changes to Vendetta.
Yeah.
But, it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to just kind of force that and say, hey, we're better.
I mean, if it's on a map with any sort of height, they might find better use in a different comp for sure. But
yeah.
I think that is definitely one of the stronger picks for them, just because Opal Bison's Vendetta is really strong.
Yes.
And it complements that Zarya plays a lot.
Yes, for sure. And I mean, to be fair, we haven't seen as much Zarya Vendetta specifically out of UAH for sure. I mean, we've seen it a little bit, but not that direct combo. We have seen a lot of the Vendetta combo with other tanks that can make use of Vendetta's kit, just with Zarya being the strongest. Now, UAH has decided to favor the ball ban. Now, they must know something that I don't. I'm going to assume that top 50 tank plays ball. So,
maybe. Especially on Lijiang, it's a very ball-heavy map for 2 out of 3 points, right?
Yes,
that's the ball map.
I mean, is Lijiang not the best map for ball?
With 2 out of 3 points being, circular and just very contest-heavy,
yes,
I would say so.
Yeah.
You're looking to squeeze out as much percentage in one, fight cycle as possible. Ball's your character for that.
Yes.
So that's a smart ban from UAH.
Yeah, no, I think I definitely agree.
They've done their scouting.
Yeah, look, we sent out our little goblin minion scouts, and they've brought back valuable information to us and the team to where it's hopefully going to work out for the better.
Yeah,
I mean,
but we got to remember, once you ban ball that one time, he's in for the rest of the map, right? Or the rest of the game. So they're electing to get a strong start, I think.
And I don't blame them because I talk about it all the time. Mental.
Yeah.
Keep the mental up. Recover the mental. And if you want to have a good mental going into your first playoff game, getting a strong start with a map win, hopefully a 2-0 map win, will
check our posture here.
Yeah,
right.
Sorry. So I think that's really good for them. Now, quick sidebar here. We have some new channel point rewards, and I'm honestly a little scared to even say these out loud. The first one is a demanded sponsor mention. For 600, I think it was channel points. You can force us to mention the sponsor, mechanicalkeyboards.com. So the second one, however, is, if I'm remembering correctly, you can ban a word for the duration of a map. And I swear, we're not allowed to say it. If you ban that word, we're not allowed to say it.
I don't know how much I can stick to that.
So we'll see if people can get that in when we go into map 2 because of the delay. But we're going in to map 1 here very, very soon. Lijiang Tower. I'm excited. I'm ready to cast blue again. As much as I enjoyed casting white and I enjoyed watching them play, I'm here for blue. I gotta admit, we've been with them all season with the exception of the one game that we casted white and 1 or 2 of the streams where there were issues because of remote, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But we are in here ready to see these comps. 5 seconds coming down.
Against Creeper 1561.
That guy is going...
On the sim.
Looking
at this comp now, it's going to be a little scary. I think we're going to see no shortage of charge, that's for sure, with Junkrat now.
Yeah, I think I agree. And I believe that they're probably going to swap off the sim pretty quick. I imagine it's going to be a nice little TP swap characters, try to snag the TP yourself and get onto point faster. But UAH coming out straight up with the Vendetta Zarya that we were mentioning, and honestly, I mean, you know, it's really expected. And like I had thought, they're just using the sim for the TP and getting out.
An immediate pick onto our Lucio by
Wow.
the Kiriko going into this fight. Going to make it a little tough for UAH to survive longer.
Yes, Ari barely able to hang on, falls off the map. Jarvis clipped that. That's a low light. And UAH just kind of has to back out here and reset, getting some charge up with the bubbles on the poke damage that they're trying to push out as they push them away. You know, not the worst thing in the world. That,
Hey,
I mean, William and Mary's just now trying to count point.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, Zarya still alive with that charge going into this next fight. Not looking too terrible.
Right.
Worm almost dying here, a little scary as we're rotating in.
I mean, the Worm aim is just clean. Wow.
Sorry,
big,
on instantly
big
there.
overhead slash onto the Sigma. Ari just able to put in some mean damage. I wonder if he fell off again from a boop. I guess not, but UAH is kind of just getting 5v5'd here and just kind of losing a couple fights. I mean, not the worst thing in the world. It could be better.
Seeing a comp change here. William and Mary running a very poke-heavy, very pressure-heavy comp where they can get, when the tank engages, they'll just wall him off.
And you see,
destroy him fast.
ask and you shall receive.
The monkey!
We've got the Vespton.
The Vespton
I don't know how
out.
I'm going to
Lucio
try to
very
make that
low
one
here,
work.
doesn't go down. Still trying to kill him. He's
Come on,
finally
Ari,
goes
there
down.
you go. Able to
Traded.
pick off Ari at the end of that there, but Shrub and Smoes able to clean up. Just the Emre, Sigma, and Kiri backing off point, allowing UAH to take. I mean, clean. We have asked them to do this all season. We asked them to make adjustments and to adapt.
Yeah.
And here, where it matters most, we're seeing them. They've put the work in. They're recognizing when they need to adapt and adapting when they need to adapt. Not 2 fights later, the fight they need to adapt.
William and Mary with almost all 5 ults up. We're going to see Rush come out from UAH, electing to spin first. Beat comes out from William and Mary. Just kind of a skirmish here. Shrub goes down.
Yeah, no, just ult soup essentially. 1 pick each way. I mean,
3v4
beat
right
comes
now.
up late into the fight. That's a good beat, especially with Sigma trying to, you know, just
3v2,
slam out his
2v2,
ultimate.
2v1, not able to secure it off.
But good stall.
I mean, 40%. We're up even on percentage. Still alive here.
Wow. Still contesting it just a little bit, enough
we'll
to
take
get
that.
it close, and we're still contesting.
And
we get the pick. Sigma very low. Ari not quite able to secure the kill as the Emre and Kiri for William and Mary do come in to try to clean him up as they do. But Andrew Vespid able to get back onto the point, able to pop
stalling.
Primal.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an incredible stall. Despite the ult usage, despite the staggering, this is an incredible stall from UAH to put them up almost a full 20%.
Yeah, look, we're electing to burn our ults a little faster than William and Mary, so they're going to be in a better spot in the next couple fights. But we've stalled so long that we're at 73%. We only need really one more good fight to win.
Yes,
this
100%.
round. And just Imre ult up for William and Mary.
Oh no, I've been told that Opal Bison and Ari is banned now. Unfortunately, I don't think that Opal Bison is 1 word. I think that it is 2 words, but we'll abide by it as we were not clear enough.
It's over. Shrub goes down here.
Yeah.
The man who must not be named also goes down.
Voldemort, yeah, we're just going to call him Voldemort for now if that's what we're going to do. Voldemort going down as well as Vespid. And Smoes just gets out of there. Yeah, just die close to point. Don't stagger yourself. Get ready for the next fight.
Ult advantage are a little rough for William and Mary. They've got 3, almost 4 up with just our big sword in the sky from the guy. Excuse me for my bars, you know.
From him.
Yeah.
Because he is him.
But we're looking to maybe just get a fat slash off, maybe right here at the start of the fight.
And I mean, I'm surprised it didn't come out there. I mean, not the worst. Probably could have used it there to get some picks early, but you know, William and Mary trying to use all their ults and just secure point, and not allow UAH to even try to come back.
They
and
take
get
it there, yeah. I think. Look, I liked the idea to burn ults while going for that stall, but maybe the better play would have been to just, you know, sacrificial lamb yourself over and over, and while you still have point, maybe not overspend, so that way you're better positioned to take these more traditional fights afterwards, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. And I mean, you know, I understand the thought process, right? Use the ultimates, try to stay alive as long as you can, stall as long as you can, but unfortunately, just not quite what UAH needed for that map or for that point.
Yeah, maybe they just would have been better used in a team setting where everyone was alive to take full advantage of them. But, you know,
Right.
that's one round. This round is going to be a little different from William and Mary. Choosing Rock Sim here. I think that they were on Imre before, so less.
Well,
less long
I think that
angles
they're
here.
doing what they did last
okay,
time.
never mind. Oh, TP
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I've played this game.
This was you. This was your job.
I did that. You're right. Well, you know, we're on Mauga now instead of Zarya, so
And honestly,
a little less survivability for Vendetta,
I mean, honestly, I don't hate that, but
as we see.
you know, overcommitting there's not going to do you much good with that.
Quick loss in this first fight. Are we gonna
Yeah.
get punished if we say his name? Like, what's the
You
punishment
know,
there?
I don't know, and I'm scared to find out.
What if I rebel?
What if you do rebel?
I'm being told that I will be silenced if I
Well,
rebel.
say his name at your own risk.
Okay. Well, you know, we're funneled in here for this next
Yeah.
fight. Taking a lot of damage on Mauga. I'm not sure if that was the best pick into this more pokier comp, because he's going to have to cover a lot of ground
Yeah.
in a very narrow lane, and he's taking a lot of damage for it,
I mean,
sadly.
it's really tough on a map like this where you don't have that ability to throw a Winston into the mix
Yeah.
and have that, you know, the points of high ground where you can, you know, just kind of sit up there and be a nuisance, poke them out a little bit. The
Onto the Rhine.
Vespid Rhine.
Haven't seen that much.
I don't hate it, admittedly, but I don't know if I support it.
Yeah. Gonna need to, you know, wait a lot as a team just so no one gets
Yeah.
picked off early on. We're having to kill a lot of time here. They're getting a lot of percentage. And
Yeah.
building ult charge. Already have their first flux for this fight. Not
Yeah, and
sure
with-
what UAH can do here.
Yeah, we're coming up on almost 4 ultimates here, 5 in the near future, whereas UAH is only up 1 with 2 more coming through. We're going to see the beat come out immediately to try to stave off the Gravitic Flux, but Blizzard is going to come out, and I don't know that UAH is going to be able to get through here at all.
I think maybe our support lineup needs to change a bit if we're gonna rock this tankier, more damage soaking a tank, right?
Right.
We are on very mobile supports.
Yes.
But we're not
Wow,
really
that's
seeing the
so
benefit
much
from it.
damage off the rip.
UAH is
mean-
gonna have to spend here. This is gearing up to last fight of the map.
I mean, Voldemort on the Genji here, not a bad swap, I don't think. UAH trying to take some space, get in there. B going to come out from William and Mary. That's going to make it super hard for UAH to push in. And with the Emre ult coming out from Creeper1561, it's looking rough. UAH might have one more touch, and if they can convert that, they can convert it. But if they can't, it looks like map 1 might be going to William and Mary. Yeah. Admittedly, that's kind of a tough one.
It's a rough start, but I think that UAH has been prioritizing keeping that mental up, right?
Right.
It's 0-0. They
It's
might have
0-0.
taken that map, but it might have been their best map that they had, right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, was it William and Mary's pick for map? I don't actually know. Either way,
I can't remember. Okay, so
okay, it was William and Mary's map
Yeah.
pick. So that could be their best map, trying to come out on the strongest foot that they can. You know, I mean, granted, everybody knows Lijiang. Everybody plays Lijiang for the most part.
I think it's
But-
personally, I think it's not Charger Blue's strongest map.
No, I think that if Charger Blue were to pick him out, they probably would have picked Busan out the gate.
Yeah.
I do not think they
Yeah.
would have gone to Lijiang.
See that?
But for map 2, while we await those details, we are going to take a second here and just kind of think about what UH Blue could do better.
Yep, catch our bearings.
So, Charlie, we've had a minute. What do we think UAH Blue could have done better that map?
I think it was a couple of problems, right?
Mhm.
Like, I'm sure first map on, a little rough on the comms, maybe a little rusty, right? They're probably right now taken aback by how stopped they got just initially. Just a little bit, right?
Right. Just a tiny bit.
I think there just may have been a little bit of over ambition on some players, and it caused us to stagger a lot with early picks. Because we saw what William and Mary was running, right? It was very poke, very burst damage heavy. We can't give them the opportunity to get these early picks before we're ready to actually engage in a fight, or else we're just in a totally worse position. So I think that they need to be a bit more safe in the early setup of the fight, and that's harder to do on Malga, admittedly.
Yes, 100%. So we are looking at Suravasa Map 2. Now, historically, UAH has been a Atlas team.
I think just for this season, and I'm kind of certain that they changed the map pool like halfway through.
Okay.
To where Atlas is not the only good option, because it was Atlas or like New Junk City, I believe, is what the options were before, and that's why they always chose Atlas.
Yeah.
But Suravasa, from my experience, is definitely the more comfortable map for Charger.
Yeah, and that's totally fair. I mean, Suravasa, nowadays at least, is my favorite map. So, I mean, I don't hate to see a Suravasa at all. UAH has elected to ban May, whereas William and Mary have decided to ban Maga.
I think that they saw that that was a minor comfort pick. Like, our adaptability there, we were like thinking, oh, okay, Monkey's not working, Zarya's not working, let's go Malga. And maybe they read that and thought, okay, let's take that option away from them.
Yeah, and I mean, on Atlas at least, we saw a lot more Maga than we did other tanks. So going into a Flashpoint map pick, UAH kind of expect to be able to fall back on that Maga.
Yeah.
And now they can't. So it looks like we will be going potentially more Zarya, maybe more Winston. I would love, and this is never going to happen, I would love to see a Ball or a Doomfist out of Vespid, but that will never happen in a million.
I mean, look, his ball's not half bad, despite what the streets may be saying. I think that Andrew has a decent ball. I think my ball is better, admittedly, but I think that wouldn't be terrible. I would say maybe elect for a monkey.
I mean, I wouldn't hate a monkey pick at all in this situation. And
definitely not rush into poke, right? We gotta think back to our Overwatch basics here. You can't expect to stay alive while slowly taking space against a very pokey comp like William and Mary was running on that last point.
Right.
I will say they probably are going to run a more divier, maybe ball heavy, since we know that the tank has a lot of hours on ball. So maybe UAH Blue should elect to pick a more close-knit comp to where they're not getting picked off and separated too early on, right?
And honestly, that is kind of a little bit of the specialty of UAH, but apparently we're not allowed to say shrub anymore. Man. Sorry, I have to at least let them know.
That's true, I guess.
I guess you could look at the chat, but but I guess I'm fine with the ban on that
guy
on our Kiri player currently.
His name's Steven, by the way.
I don't know.
So we can say that.
Okay.
We have workarounds. We know all of their names.
True. It's almost like we're like friends with these people outside
people
of
have to spin
esports or something.
Double points to completely ban their existence.
Then
Voldemort comes out. But that's our opening strat here.
Right. Okay. Oh, no, I'm with it.
UAH electing to take the Zarya Vendetta comp here. I think that it'll be a lot easier to play around on this more tight knit, shorter sightline map.
100%. With William and Mary coming out onto a D.Va-centric comp with a Tracer. Now, if Steven... Wow, big pick on Opal Bison coming out immediately, as well as Smoes. But if... Oh, wow, big charge onto Vespid, putting big damage on the D.Va. Almost able to get the Lucio pick with the Tracer there to help clean that up. And Steven barely able to get out. Not quite enough.
I think, core comp-wise, Overwatch Blue, is going to have the advantage here just because of that Zarya and the D.Va, but we kind of have to know how to play it. We can't rush into this at all because their team is looking for any sort of go ahead to engage and punish any sort of
They're
wrong
looking for
play, right?
Just an off-angle pick, onto somebody in the back line or one of the DPS maybe to give themselves the opportunity to go in there. But UAH trying to stick together just a little bit more now. Support trying to keep as much damage as they can, with XCD trying to deny the heals as best as he can onto the lower members of UAH, and it's looking like it's working pretty well as they are able to take down both Smoes and Worm here, as well as Opal Bison, Steven, and soon to follow Despot.
I think we're a little shaky on target calls here, right? I see William and Mary is doing a really good job at choosing who they want to isolate and take out really fast, and our supports are having a hard time, keeping up with that pressure on such a burst-heavy damage front, right?
Right.
I think maybe we might need to see a bit more coercion or cooperation with the team, right?
Yeah, a little bit more coordination.
Coordination, yeah.
But it looking like we're seeing that just a little bit now. UAH able to get onto the point, but they are going to be taken off pretty quickly, and it is going to be a try to die on point angle here or get outs, which Smos is able to do. Now, there is still a lot of Overwatch left to play for this map, and I think UAH still has a chance to pull it out. They just need to kind of get their comms together and try to get their team play together a little bit, which is not out of the question for them, as we see Vespid going onto the D.Va to try to mirror.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't hate it, especially because we see what they are able to do. Wow,
early pick,
big pick. But we are seeing the Emre ult come out, as well as Rush, and so close, almost able to get that pick, still putting out big damage.
3v3 or 2v3.
Yes, Vespid demacked.
Yep.
Taken down. I just don't know that UAH was ready for this. I don't think that they were ready for this team to perform at the level that they are in terms of coordination. Because this team is playing very well together.
They are. They seem like they know their comp here. I think that they're doing a really good job at just exploiting UAH's positioning mistakes in some ways. Like you see right now, we're not really sure on which way we want to engage, right?
Yep.
We do see the Emre come out here, and a beat response from William and Mary. Not able to get a kill, gets flown up by on D.Va to take out.
Wow. I mean, this is just a tough one for UAH. They're barely able to get XCD out of the mech there. Not quite enough. Or, sorry, that was Vespid out of the mech. My apologies. But, I mean, I think that UAH needs... clearly their mental is fading a little bit.
See a Sombra switch here, which I like into a D.Va, despite popular opinion. She can spy check a lot, but it's just good to take that DM down for a second just to take her off guard, right?
Yes.
I think that we're also looking to maybe punish Imre, who's probably the easiest to kill on their team with the Sombra. I like it. I think that it's not a bad swap. See, we see that hack onto D.Va, taking out her DM just for a second to put some more pressure on.
Immediately. And the beat coming out from UAH, trying to sustain them just a little bit more. They are able to flip the point, get the D.Va down all the way to half. Unfortunately, Smos is going to fall, but in trade for Creeper 1561, as well as Nisu 1BT112. I'm never saying that full name ever again. That is way too complicated.
Ult advantage for UAH here. I think in a good position to maybe draw this out just a bit more. Just survive until we can have a final good fight for this point and take it, right?
Yep. 100%.
The position we're in now is just kind of held up on point. Not sure what our plan is here. Worm's going to be sacrificed for that kind of. We're just playing a little far back.
Yep.
Vendetta popping ult here. See Rush come out from Steven.
Yeah, Rush come out from Steven there. You're going to see the counter Rush come out. Still both D.Va ults in play, ready to drop at a moment's notice once they get low enough to be taken out of their mech. Ari going to fall, Steven going to fall. I mean, UAH is struggling to get even a pick right now.
I think that fight specifically, right? They had won that previous fight. Maybe they were a little more scatterbrained than they thought they'd be, and weren't exactly set up for the next engage, right? Or the next preparation for the enemy team's engage, if you will.
Yeah, and I'm really not sure about that engage by Opal Bison there.
Just kind of a last attempt ditch effort, right? I think
I
just want to reset spawns anyway. It's not going to be that big of a time loss. He is switching to Genji, which is probably why he ran in there. I like it. I think that his Genji is really strong, as we know.
Yes.
Maybe he can add a bit more burst damage that Vendetta lacks.
Yeah. And hopefully that is the case, especially with the D.Va to follow up and to try to take picks here. We are going to see the Emre ult come out from Creeper 1561 as he's just kind of laying the business on there, but Vespid able to get the pick off onto the Emre, so we have a trade 1-for-1 on DPS, but UAH extremely low, barely able to hold on.
Lucio
Opal
very low
Bison
here.
almost able to get this Lucio here, not quite as Vespid does fall. Smo's able to take XZD out. However, Milk is going to respond with a beat that just might hold William and Mary over.
We'll take that
as
beat
long as they
spending, I
need.
think.
I mean, that's not a bad time to get beat out.
Yeah.
As they were able to hold point from actually fully flipping. And I mean, that's a good spot to be in. They're down a Lucio, which is huge for them.
Yeah, I mean, that is Lucio's, probably best as a response, right? Not to try and get that out. They were able to get point. Now we just need to, as we see our Lucio spend our beat as an aggressive engage.
Yep.
Opal Bison sadly going to go down early here, but maybe we can get a trade onto this Emray for it.
I mean, that's a big trade on the Emray. Lots of trades
2v2
going
right
all
now, I
around.
believe.
Yeah, 2v2, one tank, one support.
Lucio very low.
Almost
Can
able
we
to take
kill
him out.
There we go.
I
Now
mean,
it's just Tank.
Good DM from XZD, but it only lasts so long.
Diva didn't contest there. I think she thought she was. That's why she turned around there. But that is
big
big.
hack. Gonna drop the Diva Bomb and try to get back into the
Diva
mech.
bomb. Oh, this is big. Diva out of mech for the time being here. Maybe we can take advantage of that in an early fight, which we see we do.
Wow. Well played by UAH, able to get that Diva back out of the mech after seeing, that she decided to use it and go back.
Unfortunately, both Smos and Opal Bison go down pretty early that fight unexpectedly, so we might see a flip here.
Yeah, but still, that's better to get the 55% as opposed to 0 and,
sure.
gain nothing from it. So not a bad fight from UAH.
Set up with Blade here as well.
We are coming with 2 ults to their almost 3 at this point, but lots of ults immediately coming out from both sides. We see Rush and Beat come out. People are dying left and right, and it is a 3v3.
Diva very low here, could go down. Opal Bison is sadly taken out.
Yes.
Emray very low.
Very low. Possible to take him out if Vespid can.
We do see it happen.
Yeah, a little late though, as Vespid is demacked and ultimately taken out by the Emray.
UAH.
I mean, I think that UAH could pull this out if Smos can stall long enough, but it's looking more and more unlikely. Yeah,
His body's on point, if that counts.
Not quite.
Okay.
Well, close enough, but not quite.
Map 2 goes to William and Mary.
Yeah. So, better from UAH, admittedly. We weren't able to take point or win fights very much on Lijiang, but coming into map 2 here on Saravasa, we felt a little bit better.
Each point was pretty well fought besides that first point, right?
Yep.
I think that a Sombra switch was good. It just needed to be played differently. Like, we were too aggressive with TPs, knowing that Diva can just turn on to you as soon as she hears that. And if you reveal yourself without your next TP up, you're just kind of a down player against Diva because she can look at you and blow you up.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we need to expect that more because this enemy tank is higher level, right? He's going to be looking for those triggers to engage onto you, right?
Yes.
So that did make it a little harder for UAH to just win the long game, as well as just sort of some questionable positioning plays leading to early picks as well. It's kind of the same thing as Lijiang, a little bit.
100%. And I mean, and on that first point, UH really struggled, and going into point 2 for the beginning of that second point, they struggled to even get an elimination off. Yeah. William and Mary was able to pick somebody off and then snowball from there almost every fight. But towards the end of the map, UAH started to get used to them a little bit. We saw more fights being won despite the map being lost, but we saw more eliminations coming out in the midst of chaos. I mean, it was hard for me to keep up with personally because, at some point you say, okay, this guy goes down, this guy goes down, this guy goes down, all in a row from one team to the other. But you start having people die at the same time, not just one into the next for a different team and the next for a different team. At the same time, 2 people going down, and all of a sudden it's a 3v3.
Yeah.
That's the fight we need from UAH, and I think that they have to just try to keep the mental in check. Because if they can, they have serious grounds to start making a comeback here.
Yeah, I think I want a reverse sweep, and I think the way to do it is just to lock in on comms and know who is focusing what and rotating as a team so that we're not split off and abused by this enemy tank and his team.
Yep.
That's just kind of what's happening now is that we're getting picked off unexpectedly get a little frazzled, don't really have a plan for the next fight if we do win. There's just a couple things that could be worked on. Overall, it's been pretty well from both.
100%. As we wait for map 3, we'll come back to you very soon, looking at 2-0 on the side of William and Mary, soon to be reverse 3-0 sweep from UAH.
You said it, brother.
Look, I'm pure of heart, so I know the truth.
I think so.
Reverse sweep incoming.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a minute.
On them. I think that's a really good cage to allow.
We'll get that keybind down one day.
We will get it
Come
together eventually. We have map 3 pick. Now, I'm going to be honest, I was just told the pick for map 3, and I've immediately forgot it. Esperanza.
I forgot it too, don't worry. We're on Esperanza. I don't know if bans are out yet.
Diva ban from UAH, which, not surprising. We got to take away certain angles from ZXD? XZD?
Yeah.
XZD?
Esperanza, a historically strong map for UAH Blue. I think this will be a good mental reset just to try and, get into an environment that we're more familiar with, more comfortable with.
Yep.
And just try and take this back all the way, right?
100%. With Vendetta being the band coming out from William and Mary, which is honestly kind of to be expected at this point. We're pushing in the Vendetta.
Yeah.
Now, I'm surprised that they didn't ban the Genji instead to keep us off of the comfort fallback pick.
Yeah, I think, here's my opinion. I think that maybe a switch up of comps, more poke oriented from our tank and flex DPS, right? Maybe less reliance on both tank DPS engage. Maybe see like a Sigma or some other poke tank compared with the Tracer, just to like maybe be annoying in the backline but not be full engaging and dying early, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe just dance around them, put pressure on them with our hit scan, and go from there.
Because that is one of the issues that I'm seeing with UAH currently, is the pressure. They aren't able to relieve the pressure that William and Mary is putting onto them in the front, and then eventually that, the front falls apart, and all of a sudden the back line's vulnerable.
Yeah. It's really just a big domino effect that we're not gearing up for, preparing for at the start of a fight, and it's kind of taking us by surprise. So just more thought process on what we're going to do in a fight, what we expect them to do, and how we're going to take it from there, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, going into Esperanza, we know that it's a comfort pick for Overwatch Blue. We know that they have had mental resets on this map. We've seen it multiple times. And honestly, not surprised we're seeing the Sombra kind of out the gate from Worm.
I'll take Sombra. Into Sigma? Into Sigma Weaver, if he keeps that,
if he keeps that, but this... Oh, okay.
He's back on Curie.
But, the potential Pharah pick there was scary because UAH would have had to completely swap to deal with that, as neither, the double flex coming out there is...
Yeah, maybe.
But a more divey central comp for UAH could be what they need to change up the tempo.
I like this too. I mean, honestly, just either extreme is good. Just pick a lane, right? We want to see a coordinated engage from all three fast engaging, all five, really, teams where we're just... You need to set up and go in, right?
Yes. I mean, we kind of read this kind of poke central comp from William and Mary And we're just not quite able to fully execute, but the right ideas are there. We're calling targets. We're trying to go in together as a team. We just need that execution to come through for us now so that we can actually start to win some of these fights and get some picks in the back line. Opal Bison somehow still alive in the situation, not quite able to get the pick onto the Lucio, but able to stall the Lucio from doing anything else for a minute.
I think the Winston here is going to have to play a bit more strategic, right? We can't go up and just be full disrupting mode because they have the damage to just shoo him away, which we saw, and he wasn't ready for. So maybe we just jump around to a couple high grounds, and then we make our engage on someone that is out of position. We can't willy-nilly go into this team because they're expecting it. They're prepared for it.
Exactly. I mean, this team seems very composed, very ready to deal with, you know, the things that UAH could throw at them.
Yeah.
But UAH has to find a way to work around that. I mean, it's totally possible, just like you said, more strategic play from the Winston, and trying to be more coordinated. As
Lucio
Milk does finally go down, we get a good pick in the back line. Worm falling in response, though. I mean, we're so close.
It just seems like, you know, delaying these fights is where we get abused, right? The longer the fight goes on, the less strong we are on the impactful engage. And, and it's kind of just tearing us apart.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Sigma ult up for William and Mary, as well as Tracer Bomb, but that's not too... It's not neither here or there,
Surely they have a Kobe and not a LeBron.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm saying.
Look, look. You wouldn't get it. You're not in there like I am. You're not in there like Swimwear.
You see a blade come out here.
Yeah, big blade coming out from Ari as we're able to get a pick onto the Emray. Ari with the zoning ultimate goes down
into
from
the rock
Sigma.
eating there. Beat comes out from William and Mary.
I mean, I'm surprised it didn't come out earlier. I guess it just came up. We could see a big EMP here, or
Lucio
maybe just
very
a hack
low.
instead.
Cleanse comes out.
Wow.
Both Kiris not able to get it off. It's just our Winston's getting torn up there in these you know, prolonged engages. I will say. Maybe just a jump in, jump out is sort of what we need here.
Yep.
From this comp, we don't have to be in all the time. If we don't get what we want in the first fight, or even if we do, maybe just reposition, disengage, reset, get the health back up, and then go back in.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at the EMP here, probably.
Yep. Big EMP coming
nice.
out. Lots of damage in. But Andrew taking a bunch of damage on the front end, but the beat there to save him. UAH able to get enough picks to secure the bot and get them out of the forward spawn.
We just need to keep this tempo. We have ults up to keep it. I think we're good. I think we're going to see a Somber Swamp here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not working out as you thought. A little devastating considering they just swapped a Hazard, which Somber's very good into. But, I mean, Emray is too, because he can't really do that much damage reduction anymore.
And I mean, the Hazard is an interesting pick here because, as we know, Andrew Vespid is #1 Hazard UAH.
Maybe an ego swap is in order.
Honestly, if Vespid ego swapped to Hazard here, I would be very happy, as we're gonna see 3 go down to Mr. Creeper there.
Yep. Bit of a burstier comp from William and Mary now with the Hazard swap. Kind of have to adapt to that with our back line to relieve the pressure, right?
Wow,
or
they
just
are
respond
just
with our own
There's
guys.
just so much pressure.
We do
get
see
the
it.
ego swap.
We do see it. Come on.
Thank God, this is exactly what I wanted to see. I need Vespid to show him what's good on the Hazard. I do not care if it's ego. I do not care if it does not work. I just need this guy to get shut down at least once this game.
All right, Mary, a little low, getting peeled for.
Big peel.
Lucio goes down from Hazard.
Yep. Kiri, all the way down to half HP.
That's a nice
Vespid
cleanup
able
here.
to put
If
some
Vespid
big
can stay
damage.
alive.
Not quite able to stay alive, but I mean, UAH still with some potential fight contention here. Really tough spot for them to be in. Ultimate coming out from XZD.
Lucio is able to go down there, and
able to
Hazard
get some
goes.
of the,
We're still in this.
I mean, that was very, very close, very, very scary.
Yeah. We got to win this next fight, win the next fight, win 2 more fights after that, and we win. I think it's that simple, right?
Yeah, clearly.
Beat up for William and Mary on this next fight. We have 2 ults, or both our DPS ults, to try and do something here, to try and get in a better position for the rest of the map.
Surely the zoning ult will work out in our favor once again from Opal Bison. I would rather have a zoning ult that works out. Well, if you die, you can't really get the ultimate off.
That's true, yeah.
But I'd rather have a zoning ult that works out than a blade that pops off and gains us nothing.
Yeah.
Not a bad ult for Worm. They were just not in the position that they expected immediately here. Vespid going to go down. I mean, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. UAH is doing the best that they can. It's not like they're not doing anything. They are doing something. It's just they haven't been able to quite finish out these kills. We've seen a lot of situations where UAH is dead, but the rest of the team is 1 HP, quarter HP.
Yeah, I mean, close fights all around. We just need a coordinated fight engage here with ults. We see Rush come out from Steven Shrub.
Almost able to block out the hazard. He does, but the beat coming out from Milk there to save him. 5-man beat.
Burst down hazard here instead of backline.
I don't hate that. That's a lot of damage onto the hazard, but he's going to be able to heal it back up from his supports, unfortunately, as he's able to turn around and pick off both Vespid and Smoes as Opal Bison falls.
We'll see if we get one more touch for UAH here.
I think with Worm still being alive, we have one more touch.
It'll be a rough fight with hazard ult coming up, being such a big zoning ult for them. It's going to be a little awkward for UAH.
Yeah,
beat
this
comes
is really
out
tough.
By UAH here.
Good aggressive beat by Smoes. They are able to push them off the point. They are going to just immediately back off, and UAH has bought themselves a little bit more time in this match.
See a Tracer swap just to try and just hold up contesting here. Goes down pretty early here, unfortunately, but traded out
big
for their
damage.
DPS.
Big damage onto the Kiri. Big trade. We are seeing a second hazard ult come out. He's built that so fast.
That was the
I mean, UAH still contesting here just a little bit. The hazard wall in front, blocking them from getting out of spawn. A touch still may be possible. Not quite.
Unfortunate.
And map 3 is going to go to William and Mary.
That is the game here.
You know, that's not what we want to see.
Look, silver lining, it's a double elim.
It's double elim, so we're not done out of the season yet.
Not at all.
It just gets harder from here.
That is true. And yeah, kind of wrong there. But
I mean,
because, the way a tournament bracket works, lowest team seed gets placed against highest team. That was the best team we went against there.
yes.
That was the team that is most likely to take it all away. So it would have been a big upset to be able to beat them. But unfortunately, we just weren't able to pull it out.
And I say it only gets harder from here because now you have to worry about the single elimination aspect.
That is true. Yeah, you got one more and you're done.
Yep, you've wasted your chance at keeping the double elimination, so now you have to play as tight and as efficient as possible to keep a situation like this from happening again. William and Mary with a solid 8-0 round sweep onto UAH Blue there. That is, I mean, is that the actual number 1 seed, or were we the lowest seed for this playoffs? I don't actually know.
Yeah, that's how they place them.
I didn't know that we were the lowest seed, so yeah. I mean, if that's the best team in this tourney, UAH has got it. They have a strong contention to keep going.
Close maps. I feel like that was a closer game in terms of almost winning a bunch of fights than some of the earlier ones I've seen, right?
Yes.
I don't know. I think we're just going to have to iron out some kinks this next week, iron out some kinks at the LAN that they have tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Now, I believe that they are probably going to be putting in a lot more practice into that. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is, but best of luck to them in the LAN tomorrow. That will be really good experience for them to take in because they've done the Nox. It's just Nox Esports, right? It's not UTK. It's just Nox Esports.
Yeah.
Unaffiliated with UTK, but I imagine UTK would be there as a team. So, I mean, we just have to take this LAN as seriously as possible, as serious as we would take these playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
We need to take the practices that we get in our next games, just work as hard as we can if we want to try to take it back and go even further in the playoffs than...
Yeah, and it's not to say that they haven't been putting in the hours, right? Their VOD review has been really good. Like, after every game, literally right after, they'll go back, watch this stream, watch their own, point of views, and see what they could have done better. And they're constantly improving as players. This was just kind of a big jump in skill to go against, as it was the top seed team.
Right.
So a lot to mentally and physically prepare for UAH, and it's not the end of the world that they weren't able to pull it out. Right.
100%. And I mean, we've seen better gameplay out of UAH Blue, and we've seen worse gameplay out of UAH Blue. This was not a bad game.
Yeah. Just
a bad result.
And it happens. I think. I mean, there was some good moments tonight. I'm hoping to see better moments in the future.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure that their next game, which I don't know if it is next week for sure. I don't know how this. It's a
with the double elim. I think it's like if they would have won it, they would have had it on either Tuesday or Thursday, and if they lost it, it was the other one that one. Right? It was the 2 days were 6-7, right? The 2 days were the two options. Done.
I mean, I could do an interview if we really wanted to. I don't know if we have a player
in person.
readily available in person.
I'd say if there was any player in person, I'd say we could maybe do a. What are we gonna? I mean, I'm getting words of Overwatch White, but like,
Are we?
what are they gonna say about this
Are
game?
we?
They weren't playing in it.
They weren't playing in it, but maybe they have some insight that we don't.
That's true. We can get them all on the couch if they want to come.
I mean, that would be fun. I mean, we could talk to them and just rub it in their faces about.
What do I know, man?
I don't know anything.
I just work.
I don't.
Here.
I just.
Let's get
you
them in
don't
here.
even work here.
Let's get
you
them in here.
don't
We're gonna
get
take
paid.
a quick break. Before that, what are you talking about? We're gonna take a quick break, and then when we're back, we're gonna have Overwatch White on the couch.
Okay, we're back with Overwatch White? Question mark?
Question mark.
Question mark. We may have some imposters in the mix.
But what are some introductions? We have Lena Lost Lullaby here. Wilson,
Returning.
forgot your name. Honestly, what's your in-game name?
Mini-Mage?
Mini-Mage. There it is. We have Alex, Dino Fire King,
Holy.
and we have the question mark in the Overwatch White. We have Zach, who is Overwatch Gray.
So, I guess talking point one here is, we've been following UAH Blue. I can't speak right now. UAH Blue for the majority of the season. So with y'all three being white, we covered y'all last week. How has y'all's experience during the season been as a team? Anybody can answer, I promise. You're not gonna get made fun of.
Even Zach can answer.
I'm scared. Well, I was gonna ask Zach separately since Zach is on.
Yeah, I've had a good time playing on the team. I like playing on a team.
Yeah.
We don't hate each other. So,
Right. That's a big,
that's a big important part. We don't hate each other. Like, that's a nice thing to have. Fun to play
We're
on.
just not here to collaborate, but
I think we played really well together. We hang out outside of the game. We play, we talk all the time. So I think it's a great dynamic.
I've heard we're good at Brawl.
Yeah,
I have
we're
heard
very
that.
good
That's
at
what we
Brawl.
were told.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about any of this anymore. Okay, I'm old and I don't know what is going on. Okay.
I mean, the game last week was fun to cast. It was fun to
for
watch.
sure.
I think that you guys have a lot going for you, honestly.
Yeah.
So Zach, how has it been on Gray for this season? Y'all are still in the playoffs? Question mark.
We had a game tonight. I'm just a sub, so I didn't play tonight, but we're doing pretty good.
Nice. Do you know if the game is still going on? Do you know if they finished yet? I haven't kept up with it.
It's still
Yeah.
happening.
It's still happening. Okay.
We were watching the stream of that one as well.
Oh, okay.
It was like a huge watch party. We had like
Yeah.
six
Yeah,
monitors,
there's
a phone going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 monitors, a phone, everything was going on.
No speakers, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
audio
there were no
was the blue
speakers for the
screen,
computers, so we
synced
pulled up.
to the computer's blue
We
screen.
were like 6 separate viewers of
6 or
UAH.
7.
Man.
Get off the cats a bit.
You're fired.
Get out.
I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. What is that you're holding in your hand?
What is this I'm holding in my hand?
Could
Well,
that be
I don't know.
right above his head, maybe?
Maybe it's right here.
Mechanicalkeyboards.com.
We failed to give y'all the ASMR in pre-game, so we've got a little bit for you here.
Yeah. Nice.
Some nice sounding stabilizers there.
whisper a little?
Some nice sounding stabilizers there.
I don't know if this is.
I don't know if that actually picked up.
Who knows, man?
It's all
All right. Well, it probably even hurt Ethan.
Flip it.
So yeah, I mean, I'm glad that y'all had all of y'all's teams had good sense of team bonding and community and stuff like that. I thought you were making fun of me for a second. I was like, what the hell's going on?
No.
But that was like one of the big shifts from last year to this year was UAH going to more of like a community and bonding. I say bonding, that's not really what I mean, but like more of a community focused program while still keeping the competitive teams. Speaking of those, I botched it last week, Lena, so I apologize. But next season, you're moving up to blue.
I think so. Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Let's go. I mean, I always mention, the dark days of Charger Black and the slightly less dark days of Charger Yellow. But to go from literally the bottom team all the way up to the top team over the course of your time here is an accomplishment for sure.
Goat.
It is very exciting, especially because like being on Black and like coming from Xbox and my Xbox rank being GM.
Yeah.
And then getting put against GMs, I was like, I will never be this good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like I hit GM this season, so it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And of course, I can't forget Zach, the staple Lucio player of Charger Black and Charger Yellow. Was so long ago, I don't remember how long. It's what, 2 years, 3 years, 3 years? Yeah. But you're still around and you've played pretty much every season, whether it's been as a main roster or a sub.
Yeah, I feel like I've been trying to at least sub.
And then
seasons.
is it black, gray, white, blue?
Gray,
Gray, black, white, blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I don't. Like I said, I don't know because I mean,
It's
I was
all
about to say-
swapped up, man. How did you guys feel about this game? I know, for those who don't know, everyone here was watching behind the scenes. It
Yes.
happened live.
We have one note.
Okay.
we were a little confused on why Andrew primaled the ulting Emre. But it was
No flame. No flame.
no flame, but it was interesting to watch.
Yeah, I mean,
It's always a fun time.
yeah. If nothing else, watching UAH is fun because if you don't know anything, you go in a game where they're doing well. You go, oh, these guys are kind of good. In a game where you do know what's going on and they're not doing well, you go, why did they do that? That's so dumb. And it's, I mean, you know, it's all out of love and it's all no flame. But you know, that's how it goes. Those were the 2 talking points I had, man. I don't know. I'm running out of questions here.
I mean, thanks you guys for joining us, right?
I mean,
Happy to be here.
the larger scale interviews, in my opinion, are more fun. We did one on Monday for Valorant Blue, and that was fun. And it was
an 8-man interview.
it's just
Yes.
insane.
Yeah.
No.
That mic peaked like hell that day.
Well, it's funny because there's such a distinct volume difference between Valorant into Rivals.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Wait, who was here? Oh, the whole team was there for Valor. I forgot.
yeah, no.
Yeah. I remember that now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question, and you
Okay.
can pass the mic for it. What was y'all's favorite part of this season?
If you guys didn't hear that, what was your favorite part of the season from Ethan?
One person at a time.
No, one person at a time. Not everybody together at the same time now.
There's no wrong answers here.
Are we talking?
There's so many wrong answers. I'm gonna say that it doesn't have to be during a game.
Oh, anything.
But, but like with your
Anything
team.
esports related?
Yeah, with your
Yeah.
team, or with the greater Overwatch program.
So I think probably the funniest thing I've seen all season is so Ari Opal Bison in a game. There's a clip of him going, "Oh yeah," right? Okay. So we were going back through Andrew's stream, and Andrew's stream has his face cam up, and we timed it, and we found the time when Ari said, "Oh yeah," after getting a 2K. And throughout most of the stream, Andrew was like straight faced, stone cold, no reaction. Relax, I'll handle it. Ari goes, "Oh yeah," and you see the biggest grin show up on Andrew's face.
Even a grin, dude. I need that clip. Expedition.
child.
Yeah, it was amazing. There was just like pure joy. It was
Japanese
It was absolutely hilarious. Yes.
Running. Dude, that guy runs like almost exclusively Masayoshi Takanaka. Bro.
Yeah. So that's definitely at least my favorite clip of the season.
Anybody else?
I can go. I don't have like one specific moment, but just like hanging out and like until like 2 a.m. in the ranked OW chat.
Yes.
Sorry.
Classic.
There's just so many like personalities. Like everyone's is so distinct. Like, and we genuinely like have the funniest people. Like Maya, Dylan, like just everyone on Blue. Genuinely, like there's just it's such a good dynamic.
Goofy characters.
There's a lot of goofy
Yeah.
characters.
I mean, I think that it's good that the teams aren't like kept to themselves all the time. That everybody will just they're not even playing in the same team in the same stack, anything like that. They'll just all be there. It is a nightmare to be in that voice channel if you're doing anything other than playing the game.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see that everybody's still interacting with each other.
Big news. Gray stomped 9-2.
Oh! Yeah. Okay. Gray stomped 9-2. I assume that's 9 rounds to 2 rounds.
Yes. And Black is still playing right now.
And Black is still playing, but big news for Gray. Big news for Gray.
Yeah, because-
That's first round of playoffs, right? Are they there yet?
Yes.
So they're moving on.
It's 1-1
And
for Black right
They play the highest seed too, don't they?
Yeah.
No.
Unless they were okay. That's only if they were the lowest
They
seed
were
going
down
into it.
Third, I think. Yeah, they were.
Well, they
up,
should
yeah.
be
So
up
they
against
might
the
have
highest
tougher
seed,
people
yeah.
as they go up, but I want to see one Overwatch team bring home a regionals playoff.
We
a regionals
need
to do
championship.
it.
Sixth seed taking on 3.
There we go. They
There
were the
you
6th
go.
seed taking on 3. We're hearing.
There you go.
Gray,
I mean-
Gray's like my baby for real. Like I love them.
If Gray plays at like a convenient time and they're like up there in the playoffs, we could stream it.
And Black is playing the 1 seed for their game. But it's 1-1.
Ooh.
Hey.
Black playing the toughest team in their game, but they're tied right now, 1-1.
Okay,
I
have
mean-
some comments for Mr. Fire King that I just have to read out real quick.
Okay.
RY_DE says, "Is that Dino Fire King?" All caps. After that says, "That's my Ana/Emre/lover." And then finally after this, I'm gonna say this because it's funny, but Dino Fire King, more like Gyno Fire.
I don't know if any of that is picking up, but
Gyno Fire Queen.
Okay,
Jarvis, pull that up.
the reason for that. So I like to rock climb with him, and there are these moves called dinos, and it's spelled DYNO. And I was joking with him I should change my name to Dino Fire King with a Y, and he's like, "Ew, no, you shouldn't, because it sounds like Gyno Fire."
There you go. There it is.
new nickname on
So anything with the lover? Or what's up? With
I don't know what that means.
It's
I
new
mean,
to you.
all the caps again, it's Anna/Emray/lover. Like just all one. Who knows what's going
It's all one title.
It was me, Arnold holding out.
on.
Excellent.
Any specific moments from either of y'all?
It's not really a specific moment, but just like all the times when like everything fell in place when we were playing in our games, and like we were just kind of like moving together as one. It felt really good because it felt nice to be that in such a coordinated setting and like being able to play the game that way.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm used to, so.
And that's exactly how I felt coming in the quarter to play. Now, granted, we got stomped almost every game in a division that we should not have been in. But the games where we did do well, like, that's the feeling that I got for sure. I'm sure y'all two feel similarly. So, yeah. Zach, any sort of moment from this year or this season for you?
I really enjoyed like the more social, like when we didn't even play Overwatch, we would just all hang out and like play Left 4 Dead at like 2 a.m.
I saw you streaming Resident Evil in the Overwatch channel.
Yeah.
Requiem's good.
Rec Room's fun.
I imagine that was a fun time too.
Leon was on screen. It was hype.
Oh yeah, we finally got to a Leon.
I know.
Right?
Kennedy, yeah.
Snack of a man.
No, I'm glad that y'all are having a good time on the esports teams. We enjoy casting, whoever we end up casting, whether it's white or blue or black or gray.
Yeah.
It would be fun to cast black or gray if time allows
I hope
and
y'all do.
schedule allows.
One day.
Category.
Yeah.
One day.
Okay, I have someone in chat who's very funny. How do you feel about Jeff Kaplan from Overwatch being in the chat right now?
How do you feel about Jeff Kaplan
Jeff
being
Kaplan.
in our chat right now actively? I don't think we can
Jeff
say
Kaplan.
that legally, but
From Camry_wow, by the way. Just, absolutely not.
you like Jeff Kaplan?
No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
All I'm saying
She's
is,
PR
Jeff,
trained.
If you hear me right now, I would love some more esports loot boxes. Please.
There you go.
Or like, can we just all get one, please, and we'll gladly sponsor whatever Overwatch.
Nah, we've already got a sponsor, and that's mechanicalkeyboards.com.
Mechanicalkeyboards.com!
Right here.
Boom! J.
Ethan, you want to come in the frame real quick?
Sure. All right.
Yeah, well, because
we'll
you've
find a
been
way.
here all night. You've
I
been
mean-
streaming all the time. Come on.
Get on the bench.
That way.
Yeah.
You all don't have to as much. Oh, okay. We're gonna do it anyway.
just a quick hello.
Yeah, I think I'm on camera right now. Hello, producer here.
So I do have a question for you now
Oh,
that you're
no.
joining us.
I'm
Okay. No, genuine question.
Okay, sure.
You do a lot for all of the streams for every game. Like a lot. You cast multiple, you produce Overwatch. I'm changing my question.
I'm scared now.
I'm changing my
I'm
question.
really scared.
So which game is your favorite? And yes, there's a correct answer.
Oh, I mean, there is a correct answer. It all depends on what I like doing the most, and that is maybe something I won't reveal. However, it is a tough choice between Overwatch and Rivals.
Okay.
Also, the two best streams we have, shocking, not unshocking, like very, duh.
Yeah.
So I think the Overwatch streams are cool because it's all of the Overwatch community. Meanwhile, with the Rivals streams, it's like the game lead's 5,000 friends he has watching. So it makes the interviews afterwards really funny. And the gameplay is like crazy. They got placed Div 3, so it's like pretty similar competition-wise. And for the Rivals, they play off meta all the time. So they banned Gambit, who's like some crazy support. The Psy from Wilson there. So
Slightly familiar with Rivals now.
Yeah, so they banned Gambit, and then they just play all these off roles and just steamroll varsity programs. It's really cool. Meanwhile, I think I'm a curse for Overwatch because not a single game I've produced, they've won. So I was gonna say, I think I need to stop producing.
You need more
Yeah.
stuff in your streams. You have a tech podcast at the start. I heard that goes well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, so Wilson was behind the production desk, and you could go through the UAH Esports VOD channels, go watch UAH Esports VODs, and you can see the talent listed on the stream. I make sure to list who's doing each, and so you could see the streamer who's producer.
It went great.
Yeah.
I made no mistakes. It was all intentional.
I'm sure you were glad to have your name connected to that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I watched it back. I thought it was fine. I stepped out for a reason I forgot at this point. But yeah, man, being a producer is actually really fun. So yeah. Also, I'm not a part of the rival streams at all. They kind of like do their own thing.
Yeah.
I think it'd have to be Overwatch. Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah, I think-
Congratulations, you got the correct
Yeah,
answer.
like the dynamic between you two casting is super good, and like being able to kind of up my game in production each week is really fun too.
It's been getting really good.
Yeah,
Recently it's been
appreciate it.
very consistently good.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a capability we've always had. The thing is I just pick and choose. I think there's a way. The reason we did Media Day this year is because you could probably, haven't figured out how, do player portraits, their pictures in that spot too. But Esports Dash, fix your shit, please. Please, I'm begging you. But yeah, it's been pretty cool. Though casting for Rocket League's really fun too, because love Rocket League Blue, but they just could not get their stuff together this year, and so we kind of just got to shit on them the whole year, and it was pretty fun, but like in a good way.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's similar with what happened with Monday with Valorant Blue. It was just a lot
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah, I'm
just
way closer
slumped.
with those guys. Oh yeah, I was like all the way back. I'm like, dude, I cannot believe what I'm watching now. But Rocket League and okay, my favorite stream this year and probably the most chaotic was Rocket League Atomic Bomb versus Rocket League Coughing Baby,
Yes.
and Coughing Baby winning. In
Yes.
a best of 7 series.
Yeah.
That was maybe top 10 things I've ever done esports wise. Like,
Now remind me what happened with that actually again. I know
yeah,
that-
yeah. So I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
So what happened was it was the 3rd and 4th place match. Wait, no, okay, excuse me. Coughing Baby was Rocket League Blue, so all of Rocket League Blue, and they're at about like a Masters 3 rank right now, so like pretty good. Meanwhile, they're facing Atomic Bomb, who is all basically top 500. All of them were actually.
They were
So-
all SSL.
Yes, they were all SSL. And also all of them go or went here. And so
God.
yes, there's a reason the stream was named that. And we watched game 1 and 2 were like not close. And then game 3 went to Coughing Baby, and we were like, oh, probably just a fluke, whatever. Then game 4 went to Coughing Baby, and we were like, something's wrong. They won, Atomic Bomb won game 5, and then a full another 2 maps for Coughing Baby. And so much in chat, one of the players was like, Ray, the captain, I've never seen you play this good. What did you do tonight? Like, utter disbelief from the side of Atomic Bomb was great. That was pretty good. But Overwatch streams have been probably the best. Long-winded answer on that one.
Right.
But when you ask me a question, that's what you get in response, unfortunately. Anyway, I guess while we're here, does anyone else have a question for some reason? I kind of figured that was the answer.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So instead, we'll go ahead and toss it out. This is awkward because I'll have to walk back over there.
Don't worry, I've got you.
Okay,
covered.
cool. Yeah, I'm gonna walk over there and go ahead and exit
Yeah.
the stream.
Yeah, so final quick shout out to all of our player teams in which we are showing our gratitude to you in the form of our sponsor.
Get one of those.
It's not one of these, but the .65 keyboard kit on mechanicalkeyboards.com. If you are a dues paying player, you can get one for 50% off. Be sure to do that as part of our gratitude to you. And then if you come to play in the esports room, I don't know when you'll actually get to use these, but these are available for use at some point or other, either now or in the future.
Come ask me.
You gotta go ask Ethan. He's probably gonna be around here somewhere at some point during the day. Go watch the UAH Esports VODs channel. Go watch any of the new posts on the UAH Esports channel. Join the Discord. Watch the streams. Show up. have fun, make good decisions. Ban words in
words.
stream.
Oh my
Ban words in stream. You can't torment. You can't torment just us. You have to torment the other casters as well.
Save all of your points throughout the week. Watch every stream and then take your points, take your channel points, bring them to the Overwatch stream. Ban every character's name in the game. Ban all 27.
I'm gonna raise that reward actually.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Other than that, thank y'all for watching. Good night.
Nailed it.